for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home. Let's get ready for the Real Hot 10. What is going on, YouTube? I am your host, Lawrence, over at Mighty Comics Collectibles, and we are back for the hottest comic list on YouTube, bar none, the Real Hot 10. What we do in this video, I take 10 books off the Key Collectors app Runners Up list. Some obscure and some well-known books are on this list. Make sure you check it out every week on Tuesdays. With that said, I'm also looking for a sponsor for the channel. So if you're a company or business out there that want to sponsor a great YouTuber, do me a favor. My contact info is in the description of every video. With that said, let's get into this week's Hot 10. Starting us off this week at number 10 is Brave and the Bold number 93, The Error Variant. Published in 1970 with cover art by the late great Neil Adams, this error variant exists in which the interior copyright information was originally sent to print with the title The Brave and the Bold, and appeared in a substantial portion of the print run until the error was corrected. This error edition makes the Real Hot 10 this week with 3 big sales. The first in a 9.0 selling for $504 with no previous data available. The second, a 6.5, selling for only $242 with no previous data available. And the last, a 7.0, selling for $265, up a crazy 104% since 2022. A modern book makes the list this week at number 9, and it's Mark Spears' Monsters, number 1. This store exclusive with cover art inspired by Crime Suspense Stories number 22 and limited to only 300 copies marks the third time Monsters number 1 has made the Real Hot 10. This week with a sale and a CGC 9.8 selling for $600, up 9% since February. Speaking of Crime Suspense Stories, at number 8, it is Crime Suspense Stories number 23. The last time this book made the list, YouTube demonetized my video, which in my opinion makes the book even more desirable. Published in 1954 by EC Comics and cover art by George Evans, this pre-code horror masterpiece depicts a gentleman having a nice calm discussion with his wife on the cover. It makes the Real Hot 10 this week with 2 sales, making new all-time highs in their respective grades. The first in a CGC 4.0, selling for $851, up 14% since 2023. The second, an incomplete 0.5, selling for only $246, but up 88% since September. Back to the modern age at number 7 this week, it is Vampirella 666, number 672. This absolute smoke show of a cover is one of the steamiest covers published in recent memory. Published by Dynamite Entertainment and limited to only 200 copies, it makes this week's list with a massive sale in a CGC 9.8, selling for only $450, but up 15% since February. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm going to need a shower after talking about this one. God, I love me some hot comics. At number 6, it is Bone number 1. Published by Cartoon Books in 1991, this issue features the first appearance of Phone Bone, Phony Bone, Smiley Bone, Thorn, and the Rat Creatures in a standard comic book. Bone previously appeared in the comic strips of Ohio State University newspaper, which were collected in a trade paperback called Thorn, Tales from the Lantern, and had a print run of only 1,000 copies. It makes the Real Hot 10 this week with an all-new high sale in a CGC 5.5, selling for $1,099, but up 100% since September. Coming in at the 5 spot this week is World's Fair Comics number 2. This issue features the first cover appearance of Superman with Batman and Robin. Published in 1940 by DC Comics, this Golden Age Ghost makes the list with an all-new high sale in a CGC 2.5, selling for a whopping $3,499, but get this, up 94% since 2023. One of my all-time favorite books makes the list at number 4. It is Malibu Sun number 13, but the Error Edition. Published in 1992 by Malibu, this Error variant features a green Spawn on the back cover. While not rare, the Error edition is highly sought after by collectors as Spawn has become the longest running independent comic of all time. It makes the Real Hot 10 this week with an all-new high sale in a CGC 9.2 selling for $2,250 and up 13% since 2020. We're talking about an obscure comic at number 3. It is Murder Incorporated, number 1. Published by Fox in 1948, this comic features the premiere issue of this Golden Age crime series. With a fantastic cover by John Forte, this incredibly rare book makes the Real Hot 10 this week with a new high sale in a CGC 7.0 selling for $1,200, up an astonishing 488% since 2006. That is the biggest gain for the week. Coming in at number 2 this week on the Real Hot 10, it is Super Mystery Comics number 3. With cover art by Warren Kremer featuring bondage, torture, and decapitation. All good stuff. Kremer would later go on to create such characters as Richie Rich, Hot Stuff, and Count Duckula, among others. It makes the hottest comic list on YouTube with a sale in a CGC 6.5 selling for $6,600, up an incredible 268% since 2016. And finally, at the top spot, numero uno, number 1, it is Daredevil number 126. Published by Marvel Comics in 1975, this issue features the first appearance of the second Torpedo, but more importantly, this also features the first appearance of Heather Glenn, the girlfriend of Matt Murdock. There are rumors that Margarita LaVeva is going to portray Heather Glenn in Daredevil Born Again, set to air next month on Disney+. It makes the top spot this week with an amazing sale in a CGC 9.8, selling for $1,200, up an astounding 314% since 2010. That's it for this week's Hot 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Again, reminder, next week we're back with the new Hot 10 Comics of the Month breakdown. Make sure you're ready for it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.